Center, 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, it's Hammond, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. That one caught out wide by Boykin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Hammond. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check, 47. Off the screen.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hammond. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
48 Mike. Let's recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Off play action. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A gain of 6 there on first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson, his throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go! Let's go! Hit it!
Throwing again. Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. We haven't even escaped the first half. And he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
70, Indy.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Five.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Looking for Campbell. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. In that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
My 40. I got you. Go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw caught here by Bird. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tyus Bowser, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
60 Pittsburgh.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something to be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hammond, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. 54. Time to end it. 54.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escapes the sack. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. From the 29, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Ravens on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hammond. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Hey, dude.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, QB, come on.
To throw again, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pin the mirrors back.
From the gun, Lawrence. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammond. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a give right side. It's Hammond. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff.